To the phone, yeah.
He didn't answer, and I was like, "Yo, I'm about to fucking. Do you want to go?" And he's like, he didn't answer.
Like, you went with
my girl, and we had two extra tickets,
and you were gonna give it to them.
Yeah, and I was like, I had no.
You didn't tell me that.
Well, you said you didn't want to go, so you said you already saw him.
I would have been like salty. I would have been salty, but like I wouldn't actually have been mad.
Yeah, you would have.
If I knew he was with you guys and your wife, I wouldn't be mad.
Hold on, how far were you from the stage?
Oh, like we were literally like right off the foul line, like maybe 12 rows up. Like we were like right there, like you saw everything.
No, you probably was gonna sell the ticket. You wasn't gonna just give me that shit.
I would have charged you $50. You can't pay $50.
Well, you ain't told me you had it.
You can't pay $50.
But you wasn't. Bro, he capping, but he ain't had no extra ticket. I ain't gonna lie.
I was right there, dog. Right there, dog.
I don't believe that.
All right, let's get back into this.
Is it recording?
Welcome back to the IMF podcast.
We got a special guest. Who are we today?
Hi guys, my name is Ali. I'm Onel's girlfriend.
Onel's better half. You know?
Yes, better half.
Fiance.
Better half.
Is it talking to your mic?
Better half. Do I need to hold it like super?
That's fine. That's good.
Yeah, she can hear. We're going to have to do that again, though, because Onel's going to have to chop that.
Oh, that's cool. I'll just cut it out. That's all good. But
all right, so I have
is the podcast that brings you all the stories and all the feels behind it.
Yes, sir.
Special guest, my girlfriend Ali.
So today I kind of got a question.
Yeah,
I want Ali's perspective. We know you're jaded. We already know from that past episode. You went through some things.
Yeah.
So Ali, in your mind, is there any time someone should cheat on their significant other?
Should cheat? No.
Answer correctly. I'm kidding.
Everybody just go cheat on your boyfriends or girlfriends.
No, but what I mean by that is there any time that it is sanctioned, I guess you could say?
Sanctioned? I mean, some people, like, if they get cheated on, like, they want to get their get back and they feel like it's justified, but like you're not really, you're stooping down to their level. Mm-hmm. Like me personally, I have never cheated, but I can like pretty confidently say I don't think I ever would. Mm-hmm. So like not for a get back, not because I'm unfulfilled or unhappy. I just think that a lot of people, that's like their outlet or their coping mechanism because they're too scared to leave a relationship or they don't want to leave. So they're just rather cheat.
So with that mindset, right, do you feel like your circle have that same mindset?
I think so. I'm not friends with no cheaters.
No, that's the thing. Like the reason I asked that question is because a lot of people don't hold themselves accountable. So like one side will be like, I cheated because of this, or they'll be like, or I wasn't fulfilled, so I cheated. And so like my biggest thing is especially being married, I look at it and I'm like, okay, if you can't have that conversation with your significant other, that shouldn't be your significant other.
But hold on, I would think people just say things just to say things. I think you have to just see actions.
Yeah.
It tells a lot.
Yeah, but I feel like the thing about that is you have to put yourself in the right positions. So like, okay, perfect example. We worked in the club. We worked with temptation. Mm-hmm. So if, let's say Ali wanted to go to the club, mm-hmm. You're not going to we've been there. We've been through the temptation. She knows that we've been through these temptations.
Yeah.
She more than likely would not go down that road.
Yeah.
But now let's say, is it fair or is it considered controlling if, let's say, he has a friend that you don't necessarily like?
Okay.
Of the other
of her friends, so her friends gender? That just
she has a friend.
She has a friend that you don't vibe with in the aspect of, she's a little more out there. She kind of gets people to do things that they shouldn't do. Is it controlling for you to say, hey, I don't feel like y'all should go out? in that aspect. You can go to brunch, you can go do the other stuff, but when it comes to that nightlife aspect, is it fair for you to say that's my boundary? I don't like when you go out with said person.
Yeah.
Because certain girls have influence on
Yeah,
others.
there's that. That's a true statement. It's just like guy. We all have those guy friends that can get us to do the dumbest shit. So
Yeah,
that's my question.
I mean, I feel like with our situation, that's not really like an issue. But I would say in other relationships, I'm sure that's an issue. I don't know. It's kind of like at that point, you're kind of telling your partner, yeah, I think you have a weak mind and you're easily influenced and I don't trust you to carry yourself because, oh, that friend's going to be there. So that friend's going to like make you do all this like shit. And it's like, so you think I don't have a mind of my own?
But now I'm gonna give you a caveat to that. So
That's your favorite word, huh?
it
Caveat.
It is. It is.
Every
It is
time I watch a podcast,
caveat. That's the word of the day.
That's the word of the day.
That's the word of the day. 100%.
Word of the year.
So, but the thing about it is, so it's for me when I look at the situation, you can take it that way, or you can take it from the standpoint of I'm worried that she's going to put you into a bad situation when you're not in your best state of mind. So let's look at it this way. If you have that one person that can get you drunk, we all have those friends that you go out with and you're freaking annihilated. You don't normally drink like that.
Yeah.
And they have looser morals because everyone that here has that one friend that has the loosest morals. And as you get into relationships, you usually distance yourself from them. We all have one. Mm-hmm. I know if I sat there and was like, yo, I can't go out with this person because one, he's going to get me fucked up. Now I'm not in my normal state of mind. But two, out of that normal state of mind, they might push you to do something that you wouldn't normally do. So me saying, I'm not saying that I don't trust your mind. What I'm saying is I don't trust
That
friend to keep you out of trouble.
Yeah.
To have your best,
especially if I'm not there.
yeah, and to have your best interest at heart.
Exactly,
Because
yeah.
there's guys that will put you in a position and they're like, hey, like especially from the guy standpoint, there's dudes that'll be like, oh, bro, go talk to that girl, and you're drunk and you're just like, fuck it, I don't care. But it goes the same way. So like, and let's say you had a fight right before you went out or something like that. There's those girls that'll be like, well, fuck him, he'll be fine. Go have fun. This is how you have fun.
yeah.
Now, is it controlling if you're like, hey, that's my boundary? Like, I mean, she's a cool person. You guys can kick it, but I don't like her in that setting. Is that controlling?
In that certain
In that
situation.
aspect?
I think it depends on the situation, and it depends on if you're just saying that because of a preconceived notion or something that you heard, or if you've seen this girl in action and you're like, we both know like what's going on here. Like, why I don't want you to go out with her. And that is more justifiable because some girls be on some hood rat shit. And in a relationship, you can't be doing all this crazy shit.
So let me ask you a question. What's your definition of cheating?
Emotionally cheating, having sex with someone else.
So hold on, I'm gonna stop you right there. Do you think accepting a drink from another man is cheating?
Not necessarily if the boyfriend's okay with it, because some couples, the boyfriend or the man is like, shit, go get a free drink.
No, they're talking about
asking me
your
generally.
relationship.
Oh,
So, because you got to realize everything in my
us personally?
Yeah, what my relationship is. My girl can go take a drink from somebody. I don't care. Like that's not even on my radar.
you know,
Go
I
ahead.
told her one time.
That's what he said
I told
too.
her-
He was like, shit, go save me some money. Go get a free drink.
For real, I have
said,
no
"Go
problem
ahead.
with it.
Take the drink, or she denied the drink, right? And then she came to me and was like,
Oh, yeah.
oh, this guy offered me a drink," and I was like, "Oh, no, it's okay. My boyfriend's the bartender or whatever." And I'm like, why don't you take the drink? That's a sale. So I mean,
but that's what I'm saying. That's the communication that I'm saying. Like some guys take that as disrespect. Some guys is okay with it. You know?
Yeah. And I look at it from the standpoint of that's why I wouldn't say I'm controlling, but when I put a boundary up,
I expect you to respect
that
it.
makes more sense. You see what I mean? It'd be different if every little thing, why is that guy looking at you? That's different. But what I mean is like, if you're in a good relationship, a healthy relationship, and I'm just like, yeah, dude, I every time you go out with this girl, it gets crazy. I'm not going to be here. I don't really feel comfortable. And me saying that, some people will be like, oh, he's being controlling. He's all these things. But it's like, hey, for one, I want you to be safe. It's not that I don't trust you, but I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
What happens if you get roofied? Now what? That person's not going to pay
but
attention
also,
to you.
I feel like a lot of men like will do that. So say like a man and woman start dating and gradually into the relationship, then he'll start doing that. Like, oh no, I don't want you to go out anymore with your friends because I don't know what's going to happen to you. And it's like, I had to take care of myself when I was single and I'm fine.
But
like I held my own the whole time I was single.
It's different.
It's different.
And it's great. Like,
because you were going out with a motive. Now the motive is already accomplished.
To have fun?
No, the motive was to find a man. You wasn't just bar hopping.
So here's the difference. Men, y'all go out to find women, and so therefore you think women are always going out to the club or a bar to find men. And while that may be the case sometimes girls just want to go out and have fun.
So you go to girl events where there's no men there.
Do you go to
what girl events are there, guys?
There's always there's so many little bar kumbaya sessions.
I don't know any of those.
This girl night
statement. I'll take what she says, but here's the thing. There's a lot of things that I've been in that industry for 10 years.
No, I'm not saying that.
No. But what I'm gonna say is this: you going out with your friends isn't the problem. That's cool. Go right ahead. The problem is once we start dating, you are my responsibility.
Yep.
So when something happens to you, I'm the one that has to go talk to your dad and be like, I let this happen.
And he's the one that got to catch the fades. He's the one that's going to pick you up. Yep. He's the one that if a guy touch you inappropriately, he got to find a dude.
I'm dead. But my dad is crazy.
Okay, but think about that. So when I say that, now you're like, fuck. Like,
no, that's true.
Because I have to explain why I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do.
Wait, let's rewind. When you were going out by yourself and something happens, you just got over it sometimes, or you talk to your friends and be like, yeah, that guy was a dick. Oh my God, I can't believe he touched me that way. I can't believe he did this. It's over and done with. Now you're in a relationship. Guess what? You're going to tell your boyfriend because you feel away, because you feel like your boyfriend should know, right? Because you know if you tell your dad is probably going to overreact and be like, okay, you're not going out. Yeah. So now your boyfriend is saying, okay, you're not going out without me now because I don't need you to get caught up in anything out in town. Now all of a sudden he's controlling, or he's being too aggressive, and he's being too, because you made it my problem. Anything that happens to you is my problem now because you're my girl.
Me, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's not even a reflection on you. It's, I want you to be safe.
Yeah.
That's what I care about.
God forbid he tells you what to wear.
Like I
God
don't.
forbid.
See, but the difference is it depends on you.
Well,
like with me, I don't care what my girl wears, within reason, and I like the look. If somebody's gonna come and be like, "Oh, my girl's wearing this," my girl look fine. I'll go right ahead. Cool.
For me,
I don't care. You to want what I want.
I don't care what she wears, but if she's, I think we touched on this on one of the other episodes. But like, if you're wearing something, if you're going out by yourself with just your girls, and you wearing stuff that's super revealing, and I'm not there, I think that's where I have a problem with it. Yeah,
that's fair.
Mm-hmm. And if I'm not there,
personally, we've never had that issue. Really, because I don't really have like a super like provocative style. Even when I do go out with or without him, like I like to look cute and I like to look like classy, but I don't like dress like super to a point where it's like, okay, what are we doing?
Yeah. but that's the thing, is there are a lot of people that walk that fine line, and honestly want to see if their significant other will say something.
Oh yeah. Oh for sure.
Like 100%. And that's what I mean by that. And that's kind of what I was talking about when I brought that up, was the issue that a lot of women have is they want to go into that, oh, you know, you're controlling. And it's like, well, if something happens to you, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Let me just say there's levels to this.
Mm-hmm.
It's not black and white.
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
There's levels to this, and it depends on the situation.
It definitely comes with a different type of maturity level when it comes to a relationship.
But we
for
also
sure.
could agree a lot of women are super immature,
Generally, yes. Generally speaking,
right?
yes.
So it goes back to what I was telling you the other day. I was like, for her age, she's very mature.
Yeah.
So
100%.
you can have these conversations with her. But to what's left in the pack right now,
She's
bro,
like,
it is
like
not
the
happening,
exception,
bro.
Yeah.
This conversation would have went left real quick. Don't tell me what to wear. I'm not gonna call you if a guy touched me inappropriately.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to fight him. But guess what? Cops come by because you know PD loves spray painting, love pepper spraying people, and then you get locked up. And guess who got to come and bail your punk ass?
No,
Yeah,
hell
man.
no,
You
hell
could
no.
you
She
could
probably called her
never
dad
win.
first,
You
though.
could-
Hell no.
No. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the pack. You're not the pack. You,
yeah,
we just
yeah.
agreed you're not the pack, and you go sit there and throw
No,
your.
no. I'm
You
saying.
see what I'm saying? They
No.
always take it and put themselves in
No,
it. No,
I'm
Quit taking it
saying-
personally.
I'm
I'm talking about the pack.
The-
Are you
the
okay?
general
Wait.
consensus, yeah.
Are you the pack?
no.
Did we not establish that you're not the pack?
Can I speak?
Okay, go.
Bro.
I'm saying.
This is crazy. Yo, we need to put like a pot. Fine. $20. All right, go. You got it.
Thank you. I was saying that my dad always told me never try to fight a man because you don't know if he's going to hit you. You don't know what man will hit you, which man won't hit you. So don't ever try to step to a man, period. And I think it's crazy when I see women trying to step to men. Like, he will really knock your ass out, girl.
A lot of these
What are you doing?
A lot of these women weren't raised with fathers.
Have that type of mentality.
A lot of these it's
Listen.
both sides. There's a lot of men that weren't raised with fathers, and there's a lot of women that weren't raised with fathers.
Yeah.
So now you got this world where people said, "All right, cool, you get in my face," and then, but I will touch on something though. That that man he technically was a true feminist. You want to get technical?
Equality.
Equality, equal rights, equal
What
lives.
man?
Whoever hit you.
Whoever hit you.
So
I'm
think about
dead.
it. You want to be equal.
So,
You step to the dude.
I'm
You swung at
dead,
him. He,
bro.
That's real though. That's real.
so look, I will say this, right? We're gonna go back to the pack, right? Because we're not really speaking on you per se. We're
Okay.
talking about the pack,
I'll try to be unbiased.
right? The pack don't got common sense in a way where these conversations can't be talked to because of the lack of maturity, right? You rub them the wrong way, the first thing they go do is run. They're track stars and they're fighters and they're masculine, right? They don't want to feel like they're bowing down to the man, even though the man is taking care of the relationship. This the thought and them fathoming in their brain cells like, I can't believe he said that to me. Just for that, I'm gonna wear a dress even higher, and I'm gonna wear heels that's on me walking in my tippy toes, and I'm gonna just show my boobies, and I'm gonna show all this. And if he says anything to me, I'm gone, and I'm gonna find me a new guy. And that's the generation that we're in now. I know you guys go outside, and I know you guys see it. Even if you take a walk outside this weekend, you're gonna see it, and you be like, you know what? Danny made a great point. Look at what we have to choose from.
I mean, also, if you're like courting a girl or you're getting to know a girl, or say you even meet her out in the club, like you see what she wears out in the club.
Okay.
You see how this woman is dressing. So like, you know what it is basically. So it's like if you don't like how this woman dresses, don't cuff her. And then all of a sudden now you're trying to tell her what to wear. If you see how she's dressing and you don't necessarily like it, then maybe don't pursue that.
But that's not me. That's the other side of the losers out there that
More
think
general.
that likes to throw money at girls
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
yeah.
Those are the victims. And then no disrespect to everybody else's cultures and race, but I see a lot of those, especially when we was working at the club. We seen a lot of those where the dudes would buy the section, get the girls, use the money, and then
trying to attract those type of women.
Get one girl, try to change her, and bro, you're not changing her. She's gonna go against you, bro, every time. So it's like,
yeah, you can't change anybody. And that's where I think a lot of people go wrong in relationships. Vice versa. Women try to change the man. Baby, you can't change a man. Only a man can change a man.
I will say this, though. Where guys kind of go wrong, and it's kind of a pricey lifestyle, right? Not only if you're going to try to pull her from living that club life anymore, you have to pull yourself from it. So that's also like creating experiences for her. Yeah. And a lot of guys can't afford that lifestyle to an extent, you know? So that's the only way you can try to save your girl is to make her a homebody, and then whenever you can, which is kind of sucks. So that's like twice every month you traveling somewhere, and that's kind of pricey, you know.
Yeah, but I feel like women will, if you try to take a girl that's like a party girl and you try to turn her into a homebody, she's just gonna resent you for it.
That's true.
Yeah,
and
I feel like it would have to happen naturally.
Yeah, I feel it goes with the saying like, you lose them how you get them. Almost, you know what I mean?
So what I look at it too is this: when I used to date women and I used to go down those roads, you figure out one, how close they are to their friends, and it's gonna sound kind of crazy, but it's the truth. If they have that bestie that is gonna be in all your business and all that stuff, that is the partier, don't cuff that girl.
I think it's deeper than that. I think it's more of how she treats her parents.
But it's not even that. If you have that friend that is gonna be all in that person's business, you're always gonna have somebody in that ear saying that you're wrong.
Listen, women pick and choose when they want to value a friendship.
Nah,
women fall out with their friends, men too. But I'm saying like they'll fall out more when it comes to somebody that has authority over you, which is your parents. I watch how they treat their parents.
Yeah, but most people don't.
Relationship with the mom, relationship with the dad. If she don't respect the dad, she's not gonna respect
the man at all.
Yeah, true.
So that's the deep that goes with that. But I don't know, man.
I agree with that.
And that's what I mean. So it's just when you have that somebody in your ear, whether it's a parent or your best friend that wants you to go live their life, the thing I feel like a lot of women don't look at is what that person has. So just because a friend is your friend doesn't mean they want the best for you.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times, and this goes for guys too, the single dude that wants to go party, that wants his homie, is gonna push you to do shit you ain't never gonna do. Yeah. He's gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, you talk to him about that fight you guys just had. You talk to your married homie, he's gonna be like, bro, that happens. Like, it's whatever. Come on, bro. Like, you fighting over that. That's stupid. That motherfucker, that's disrespect. How you gonna feel? Yeah. What is going like this? And he's gonna put that S on your chest, just like she's gonna do that to you. And now you sitting there and going, all right, cool.
That's why
I'm done.
When it comes to our relationship, I told her, I was like, I would rather you not, like, if say we do have a disagreement or an argument that we had, I was like, I'd rather you not like talk to your parents about it or talk to your friends about it or anything, because this is a problem between you and I. I don't need another force or another factor slandering me when all we had was just a disagreement.
That goes back to that other conversation we had about she's building ops but not fixing the situation. So you told your friends and your family about our issue, but you didn't tell them that we made up. So now when I go to family events or I go see these friends, they're looking at me
a different way now. Yeah.
So I got another question, right? What does it mean when let's say a female or even a male, right? Say, just to be fair, I want to take a break. What does that mean to you?
That too.
We were just having this conversation the other day, and
it's Jesus talking to me.
What did you say? They don't really want to be with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
100%.
What's a break?
A break.
What the fuck is a break?
Your break is you go take a nap. Wake up, figure this shit out.
Go sleep it off.
Go sleep that shit off. Shit. So I'm gonna go to the gym for a couple hours. There's your break.
Hold on. Have you had friends in the past that ever said that I'm taking a break from someone?
Maybe in high school, but
Okay, and off of that experience, right? What were they doing? Were they taking a break?
yeah, but they would get back together.
Okay,
On
and
and
what
off
were they
again,
doing
on and off
during
again.
that space? What were they doing?
Talking to other people.
Fuck it. That's what that is.
Yo, look,
That's
fellas,
exactly why.
that's exactly what I've been talking about.
That's
so look,
exactly why, bro.
if she ever tells you she wants to take a break, find somebody else.
I'm telling you, bro.
A good woman, and say I don't care if y'all judge me for this. A good woman will always talk to the man above before she go jump on something new. That's a fact.
And it's not even like just women. It's men and women.
Listen, if I love a chick, I'll pray for her before I ever go find somebody else.
Exactly. If you
I'm
really
just
love
saying,
someone.
I'm talking to the fellas though.
He just likes to
No, I feel like I agree because a majority of men get lost in that sort of situation. They'll forget who they are and put that general consensus of women on the pedestal when they should be putting either the higher power, God, first, or themselves first before you give into that temptation again. Like,
Yeah.
you know, so
I feel like the biggest thing is a lot of the guys that fall for those don't have the self-respect to say that ain't right.
yeah.
And the thing that people don't realize is this. As I've been the simp. I've been the one that got played for money. I've been freaking everything.
Yeah, bro. Y'all heard my nightmare story, man?
But you know why? And I keep trying to tell you, you at that time you didn't understand your self-worth. You didn't really
For sure.
break your shit down.
I agree.
But that's the thing is what I'm saying with these men now, they have to understand that when you guys go into this relationship, it's an equal relationship.
Yeah.
No one got a better end of this deal. You could say that all you want, but you obviously brought something to this table that made her sit to this table. And I feel like a lot of people are so scared and they put this woman on a pedestal and not realizing that if you put her on equal footing, she would respect you 5 times more than you just doing everything for her.
Nah.
I'm telling you,
listen,
bro.
nope. I'm gonna let y'all know this.
Who's married?
Listen, don't matter. Nope.
No, I feel it's,
No.
okay,
No.
hold on,
I'm
okay,
not gonna let
ahead.
you get that off.
Go ahead.
Shots fired.
She has to like you more than you like her for it to work. That's a fact.
I agree.
Because if you like her,
That face.
What?
I agree. Hold on.
if you like her more than she likes you, you're gonna spend the rest of your life trying to please her,
Fulfill
and chase her, and fulfill her needs. And this is
Before
why
yours.
in a relationship, in a marriage, like we talked about on other episodes, the men dies first. All the good men in my family that have been married 30 to 40 years plus, all died first. Because they spent their whole life fulfilling a woman's needs.
But that's what I just said before that.
No. You
can't-
said equal playing field. There is never going to be equal, bro.
But what I'm saying is you just shot yourself in the foot because what
How?
you just said was all the men in your family. The women did not love them as much as they love the women.
No, that's not what I said. I said the women have to love them more than the woman is gonna have to love the man more. But I'm trying to say is the men died because the men like the women more, right?
Yeah,
Okay, no, but this is what I'm trying to, because you got me confused. I'm just like, nah, hold on, you just trying to confuse me.
I'm trying to confuse you.
I'm just saying in your situation, right? You in a different bracket because you had got her way back in like what, high school?
No. I got her at 22.
Bro, you got her at a good age, dog. What are we talking about, bro?
But what I'm saying is this. What happened was I did that. So I put the people on the pedestal. I treated them like, queens of what I thought, and I didn't get the respect. I didn't have that position to where if something went wrong, I was always wrong. So I didn't. I wasn't able to stand up for myself and say, no, this is my boundary.
And this is exes in the past.
This is exes in the past.
Okay. I thought you were talking about now.
So what I'm saying is, when you get with that person, once you're on the equal, it's never an equal playing field, but you guys are standing on the same floor. You see what I'm saying? When you put someone on a pedestal, you're going to do whatever they want. When you fight, you're more worried about them leaving and all these other things. So you're not going to actually speak and say the problems that you have, and eventually you're going to resent them. Eventually it's going to turn into a problem. Or you're going to go like the old school families that we've seen. We all got them old grandpas that don't say shit. Don't say a motherfucking word. Just then they go sleep in different bedrooms because they snore or whatever it is. You know, they call it whatever they want to call it. No, it's the thing about it is you didn't look at yourselves as equal. Now, I love my.
But I'm sorry, I can't agree to that. It would never be equal, bro.
I can agree when it comes to working on the relationship. I think is equal. What I feel Danny's side is it's not equal where the man is gonna lead the relationship. He's the provider. He's the protector of the family of his dependents, his kids, his wife.
Yes.
Right. So that's where I see it's not equal because I'm the man of the household. You gonna come to me if you walk into my doors, that's me. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I feel like Danny is saying it's not equal because I agree.
And that's just the marriage, right? In a relationship, dating phase to go through. All right, perfect example, right? I'm gonna use you as an example, right? You meet a guy and you don't like. Let's say you were single. You met a guy, you don't like him, right?
Okay.
You don't like him. You're like, ugh, I don't know why he even thought he had a chance, right? So you want to be nice. You gave him your Instagram, right? He just keeps blowing you up, and you just like you answer when you get it, like when you get there, and probably you won't answer, right? But let's say you met a guy that he was what you always wanted, right? You're willing to give him more of a leeway to take you out on a date faster than the guy that's not the one that you want. True or not?
True.
Initially, yeah.
All right. So at that point, you liked him more, right? Even though he
not necessarily. I just liked him more than the other guy.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
But that doesn't mean I like him more than he likes me.
But that's what I'm saying. You're a woman. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't.
You could tell.
You wouldn't.
You can't,
bro. There's dudes, and I'm only saying this because I've done it, and this is why. This is how I shot myself in the foot, right? I've treated other women better than other women who depends on who approached me and who I approached.
Yeah,
I'm like I could see a future with her. She's just somebody that just want to smash, right? So I'm like, I'll get to you whenever I get to you, but I'm not really feeling you because you're not my type. But the one that's my type that I could see me actually dating or being in a relationship with, I treated her better and gave her more leeway and more access to my free time.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, yes.
But then guess what? To even take a chick out on a date nowadays or even get a text back is damn near impossible, right? But she likes me, right? To the point where I'm just like, I don't really like her like that, but she do look good, so I'm willing to give her a chance. That's where I kind of switched the playing field. Even though I'm the one that kind of approached her and tried to get with her, but in her mind, she's like, oh yeah, he likes me because he came up to me in the middle of the club or the middle of wherever we at, when there's all these people around, he came up to me. In her mind, she's like, oh yeah, he likes me more than I like him.
I have a certain sense of power over him.
Right?
Yeah.
But in my mind, I'm like, nah, it's like 3 or 4 more, y'all, but you're just not going to find out.
Yeah.
That's the game.
That is the game.
It's a dangerous game. I'm sorry, but that's me telling my truth, you know? And that's why I'm in the situation I'm in now, and that's what I get. But still, it's never gonna be equal. It's always gonna be, it's gonna fluctuate.
So I think the thing that we're getting a disconnect on is something else. So what I'm talking about is when somebody, like you said, leeway, but most men, you are an exception. You're not the average man. So you gotta think, you are in shape. You are all these things. You don't lead with money. You don't have there's a whole bunch of stuff that you have. Me and Onel don't got that. So no matter what, more than likely we're gonna go into this conversation. we're going to go into this relationship liking her that more than she likes me. It's going to be highly unlikely that, especially if we find someone that we find really attractive, if we get that person, there is a 90% chance she's going to have to figure out how to like us more than we already like her.
Yeah.
That ain't going to happen.
We're talking about the past, though, right?
I'm talking about the past.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is, that's what I mean by equal playing field. Meaning, I can't lead my relationship like that. I can't sit there and keep her on this pedestal because I'm going to give her leeway that is going to make her not respect me. You see what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
So if we're talking about that way, but I understand what you're saying.
But the problem with let's just talk about you directly, right? Mm-hmm. Your issue was in the past you didn't understand your self-worth.
Mm-hmm. So yes, but the thing I'll say about this. So when I met my wife, I was 340 pounds.
Bro,
now, listen,
didn't I not tell you?
But hold up.
Okay,
think about
340,
this.
right? All right, boom. He meets me, and then how much pounds you lost since you met me, bro?
Like 60, 70.
Nah, it was more than that.
Well, I got higher and lower, so 80.
Okay, a cool 80, right? What happened when you lost that? What did I tell you? What happens when you lose most of it and you get the rest of it or like out the way?
Yeah,
what's gonna happen?
You get more attention.
What's been happening?
I get more attention.
What's been the problem?
You get more. I mean, not a problem, but you get more attention.
Okay, but let's say you didn't. Let's say wifey decided to pop up on you in the club one day. What you think would have happened?
I don't know. Actually, that's the question.
Do you feel like she's jealous of your weight loss journey?
No.
It didn't rub her the wrong way?
No.
Low key?
Honestly, I don't think so. But the thing, and the reason what I was getting back to with that story was, think about this.
Captain, y'all. Problems.
When I got my wife was 150. I was 340. You gonna tell me by your standard, she loved me more than I loved her?
No, she did. No. That's different. You obviously went and approached your wifey. Though.
No, but what I'm saying
that was the shift.
But what I'm saying is, when I approached and I did this and she was on a pedestal, I wasn't. So I was.
Bro, you're proving my point.
No, I'm not.
You're just flipping it. You're proving my point. It was
what I said was, until I put it on an equal playing field.
Bro, it is no equal.
You can say that all you want.
She winning right now. Let's be real. Let's break it. You might as well tell your whole business. She winning, bro.
No shit. What I mean by equal.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Let's play a game called Swear to God. All right? Swear to God, your wife is not a stay-at-home wife right now. That's set for life.
She's a stay-at-home wife.
All right, set for life, bro. That's it. You lost. Next question.
Here's what you're not looking at, though. So,
that's every woman's dream, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You gave it to. How old is your wife right now?
She's 30.
Retire by 30 is crazy, bro.
But you got to look at something, though.
It is.
A true simp.
That's gold.
That's what I'm saying, bro. She won. Smart.
But you got to realize, the reason I say equal playing field is I'm not always right. She's not always right. By
instead of equal playing field, I think compromising with each other is a better.
But what I'm saying is, from what Danny just said, no matter what, I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
Because she loves me more than I love her. That's the game he's playing.
Sure. No, I agree.
But what I'm saying is, when you make it an equal playing field, there is no game. She loses something if I leave. I lose something if she leaves. You see what I'm saying?
I don't agree with that either, though.
But think about it.
I don't.
Well, okay, so then what's the right way to start a relationship?
100%.
She gotta like you more than you like her for it to work, and then you gotta do what you could do, but never reveal your love for her.
No.
I think respectfully, I would disagree with that.
Until you married,
I think respectfully he disagrees.
If you're not married yet, do not tell her how much you like it, because then she's gonna use it against you.
This is okay. This is what I tell.
Not every woman is conniving, though.
Okay.
Well, Daddy's jaded, so we're not gonna go down this
Like
one.
you're in your feelings.
This is
Yeah,
what I
that's the
tell-
name of the podcast, man.
must be-
Subscribe, like, comment below.
This is what I tell my boys whenever they come to me like with girl problems or like talking about girls is forget pursuing first. Instead of pursuing the girl, pursue yourself. And if you're okay with yourself, if you're okay with being alone, you're okay with going out to a restaurant by yourself, seeing a movie by yourself, you're hitting the gym, you're locked in. The woman or the partner aspect of it is now just a plus.
Facts.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're more of a magnet now. So,
Exactly. But like, say with us, our relationship, for example, before I met her, I was single for 3 years. I did not want to look a woman's way. Like, I did not care for getting I'll get numbers, but I did not want no relationship. I did not want this, and the third with a girl. But
Whoa. Don't say that, dog.
So, okay.
Don't say that way, dog.
hey, yo,
Pause, dog. Come on, G.
if it ain't,
Rewind. Nothing
rewind.
against that, but come on, G.
I was just like, when you
I was
said-
like, hold
I
on. You
didn't-
said it 3 times, dog. I had to check you
I
after
meant
the third one.
I meant like I didn't want to pursue a relationship.
'Kay,
I didn't want to
cool.
pursue a relationship. And I started just focusing on myself more, bettering myself, whether it be going to the gym, going to church more, even if it was just reconnecting with God or whatever. And then
That side eye is real.
He's capping.
Oh shit.
Church? When was the last time you went to church?
when I was single.
Exactly.
But that's what I'm talking about. The 3 years I was single, I was locking in with myself and getting more in touch with myself before I met you. And then I met you. I told this on the pod. I didn't know if I should take you seriously or not. I found out who you are. But if you and I didn't work out, I was okay with myself
Yeah.
if you rejected me or you and I
Yeah.
never went on a date. You get what I'm saying?
So what you did was not put her on a pedestal
Exactly.
and put her on equal footing.
No, that's not necessarily equal footing. That's not. I want to say that's not necessarily equal footing because I didn't necessarily care.
I just think you weren't desperate and like you
Yeah.
were fine
Yeah,
if
yeah.
I rejected you. Like, oh damn, that sucks. But on to the next.
Move
like
on,
life
yeah.
goes on.
But that's how
yeah.
Okay I was with being single or being by myself.
Yeah. But that's what
Yeah.
that's what I was trying to say is people now, men go after this relationship with somebody that they feel like is higher than
Yeah.
themselves. You have a beautiful woman. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. At one point in time, you probably said, I would never get her. Right?
Bruh, he was just showing me pictures. We were showing each other pictures of us in high school and he pulled out one. I'm like, bro.
Hey,
I was ugly.
bro, that's what I'm saying. Like
was
my
ugly.
wife looks. I was like, "Would you have dated me?" I was like, I
Hell
don't know.
no.
Ooh, I don't know, man. But that's the thing. What happened? What I'm saying is, I stopped looking at people for that. Oh my God, this person's so beautiful. This is so.
Yeah.
I started looking like, all right, cool. You a dime a dozen. I'll find another one tomorrow. Whatever it was, and that's the way I went into these relationships.
Yeah.
And then I got more respect from that standpoint.
Yeah.
And
It definitely did help that mindset working in the nightlife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I did the girl like me more, and I was not a good person. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Exactly. Thank
That's why
you.
when he said that, I'm
Because
like,
you
bro,
treated
I
her
was
like shit.
I
Hold
was
on.
horrible.
But that also comes
No,
with,
let me go into more details.
But that also comes with immaturity though too.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was the same thing with you're younger, you get in a relationship, but say you've had 2 or 3 girlfriends before that you put on that pedestal. You finally find that person that likes you more than you like her. now she's letting you do whatever you
Then
want.
you start taking advantage.
Exactly. Yeah. But that comes with immaturity.
I think men will just do that.
If you're generally speaking, sure. But an inexperienced and immature man or vice versa will take advantage of that type of situation.
Yeah. So that's why I say that equal aspect, because I've been there.
Yeah.
I've done the pedestal. I've been on the pedestal.
Yeah.
And what I really come to realize is I'm like, look, you shit just like I shit, we're gonna be chilling. So
bro,
we gonna go down this road or what? What's
bro,
up?
listen. All right.
Hey, you got a fucked up pick.
Let's
Like,
backtrack.
bro, I'll tell you straight up. I used to tell girls, I used to work at Onyx, and I used to be savage, bro. Girls would be like, fine ass girls would walk up and be like, oh, you gonna let me in for free? I'm like, nah, with that busted ass pinky toe. Damn, you got them fat girl knees. I used to say fucked up shit.
Yo, look.
And I'll tell you what.
That's diabolical.
They would come back and they would want my phone number. Every time.
Just to prove a point or put something on your ass. But look, listen. All right, so look, this is what I gotta say, right? While you doing the self work, like he was saying, right? My whole thing is this: you have a preference. You have what you want and what you don't want. If what you want is approaching you, you're going to treat it different, better, but you're not going to reveal your cards. It's like playing poker. That's what I'm getting to. And
also that you saying that is because off of your experience.
My experience, yes.
You're more mature about it. We're talking about a guy that's inexperienced. He's not going to do that. He going to let his cards out.
And that's why there's crash outs.
Yeah,
that's why there's losers, simps.
Yeah,
well, I'm not edit that part out. But there's those,
Yeah,
and that's the problem. A lot of guys don't have the self love, so that's why men hurt more when a girl leave. Like if I perfect example, and this is bad. I'm horrible for this. I can go bag a 10. A 10 would leave me, right? Even though I don't think no female's above no man, right? But let's say I'm like, yo, she's gorgeous, and I don't even know why she's with me. She leaves, it wouldn't even bother me because I knew deep down, like how I used to think, I was never supposed to get you in the first place. So it doesn't hurt as much.
Say it one more time. If
I go meet a 10, a model, 10, whatever, and I get her, right? I went and approached her or said a joke to her because I'm always shooting. They call me the Black Curry, whatever. Yeah. Curry's black. That's I don't get why my homie said that.
Why did you just say the dark skinned Curry?
Yeah, he was saying. I know. I don't know. Whatever. I guess that's what he meant. But you know what I mean. Listen, Curry, you my guy. Anyway, so I said to him, I was just like, "What do you mean by that?" He said, "Yo, the fact that you went and you approached that was one of the baddest girls in the club. You went right to her and asked her to dance, and you was able to get her number, and everybody is surprised that you got her. Now, if she don't text back, or she don't want to go on a date, or she don't want to hang out with me, I don't care, because deep down inside, I know, you know what it is.
Yeah.
Now, during the week, I'm like, oh yeah, that girl we met the other day, we actually went and had dinner together and we had a conversation. She was pretty dope. He said, oh, she went on a date with you? And some guys would look at it like, but I can't believe like she, you know what I mean? You know how sometimes you with a hot chick and the girl would be like, ew, why you with him? Like, you know what I mean? I used to be that guy. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. When you got a mouthpiece on you, you funny, you got style, whatever, it'll work in your favor. If you know what I mean? We talked about that, 3 out of 5, you know what I mean? It's guy stuff. You don't know nothing about that. So
okay.
So with that being said, right? She gives me a chance, and then let's say we end up dealing with each other. And let's say sometimes I don't want to be bothered. This happened to me plenty of times where a certain amount of time in my lifetime from like past experiences of like PTSD, there's a week that I don't want to be bothered. And for some reason I always meet fire chicks around that week. Right? She got mad that I didn't want to open up to her about it. I don't like opening to people about certain things because it's really deep.
Yeah.
She gets mad and thinks that I'm messing with somebody else. That's why I'm not wanting to talk or open up.
Yeah.
She leaves now. And I'm like, yo, I don't even care because in the beginning, I wasn't even supposed to get you. And that's a bad mindset to have.
Yeah.
That's just one of my flaws, So.
Yeah. And that's just something that, like, it's another constant thing you work on with yourself too. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you're in a relationship or by yourself, it's just a constant work that you gotta keep doing, really.
But it comes from not only trauma, it comes from having female friends and listening to them clown men about certain things.
Yeah, that's very true.
So I go off of that.
But he has a different experience though, because let's be honest, Cali women are not as savage as New York women. When New York women fucking roast your ass, anyone from New York, when they roast, that's a whole. They'll talk about everything. It's bad. It's like they ain't even no common decency. Like them motherfuckers be like.
But it's like I said, Cali and New York is different because Cali's more spaced out. New York is more close together to a community where they hold each other accountable.
Yeah.
So let's say that. Okay, perfect example. Kind of sound crazy, but this is a real true example. Let's say we're sitting here right now. You just crack me, my shit, boom, bust me in my fat ass nose.
Okay.
I'm bleeding, leaking.
She's like, I like this part.
You could just jump in your car and go home and disappear. I would never find you. In New York, you have to go to the corner store. You have to go to school. My sister will get you. That's the difference. You're gonna be held accountable for bashing my nose open. That's the difference. That's the best way to compare it. So like LA is different from San Diego. San Diego,
it's so spaced out.
Yeah, right. LA, you're gonna have to go to your grandmother's house. You're gonna have to go to the hood. You're gonna have to, because you live in the hood. So you're gonna have to come outside or you have to stay inside. But we're gonna get you. If I don't get you on the block, I'm gonna get you in the school. That's the separation. But you have to drive everywhere. New York, you have to transport. At 16, damn near people are not even getting their license at 25. Because there's buses, trains,
subways,
there's everything there. So
if I'm not seeing you on 42nd, I'm gonna see you on 136.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch you. Even if you transfer schools, you're gonna tell the wrong person. They're gonna tell me because I'm gonna either pay them or I'm gonna follow you and I'm gonna clock your every move because you have to go to school. Your mom don't know your beef. That's the problem. Your mom's not gonna understand. She's like, "Oh, it's not that big of a deal. Just go to school, get your education."
Not knowing they waiting on you, like they waiting when you walk outside. Literally. Yeah, I've seen that. My family's from on my mom's side. They're from Brooklyn, so I've heard a lot of those stories.
It's like that. So, with that being said, you have to be tough because people are gonna walk over you. People are gonna betray you. Men are gonna try you. Men are gonna imagine getting into a fight because somebody liked you. That happened to me before. She liked me. He wanted to get with her. She told him she had a crush on me. She was willing to pursue me. He got mad. We start fighting in the hallway. Like, why am I'm here to learn, bro. I don't care about her. Why are you fighting me?
Yeah.
Over, stupid, ignorance. I call that ER shit. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? But is this what it is? That's just what the world we grew up in, you know?
Yeah.
Two different worlds.
I think the message for this episode is it just ties back into working on yourself first before you start pursuing any type of partnership, any type of relationship. Be okay with you
being alone.
Being alone, self-love.
Yeah, self-love.
But I know it's hard. It's harder said than done because some people just
for sure. No, yeah.
Because you pick up other vices.
And I never realized this, but people live their whole lives not loving themselves.
Oh yeah.
And
100%.
I feel sad for them because
I mean, look at it coming from this standpoint. So I'm from San Diego, but I went to an all Mexican high school. So we had 6 black dudes, and 2 of us was half. So we only had 4.5. There's my math was a little crazy, but so we growing up I wasn't cherished, I guess you could say. Girls at my school didn't want me.
Yeah.
And so that was a thing where I was like, okay, well, it kills your confidence. It kills other things. Then you get to college and people are like, oh shit. Then I got around other people and other races and it was like, oh shit, that's a whole different thing.
But that's the thing though. You were in the wrong, I think you were in the wrong state, bro. If you were in New York,
I would have had 10 kids.
They would have loved you, I swear to God.
And that was the thing. But the thing was, it taught me, going through that time and going through those things, it taught me how to regulate my emotions, set boundaries when it came to women. Because there's a lot of men that don't do that. They won't set a boundary. You say, "Oh, I want to go here." You say jump. I say how high.
You know the biggest problem also. A lot of men don't like to say no.
Yeah. They don't know how to.
And then when they do finally say no, or I can't do it,
It's their fault.
not only that, they're afraid for her to leave. They're scared that she'll just.
And that's the thing, is being able to be, confident in the fact that you bring something to the table that she wants.
But that's what I'm saying. When it comes to somebody that's young, they don't have. You got what I'm saying?
But you got to realize with that, it's just the fact that you're dating that person. If she's willing to leave that table that quick, like you said before, you ain't for me.
Bro, look, I'm going to just say this. I'm from a generation where we believe in the 90s love, right? That's one. Two, the Mexicans, no disrespect to them, but it's the truth. I don't care. Junior high school, we're dating men that had cars, bro. That's where I'm from. So the young, pretty, hot, I'm in junior high, she's in junior high, we out. Hey,
They
Maria,
they
jumping in the 21, 30-year-old cars. Like, yo, ain't this your daddy? No, that's my boyfriend. What? You're in junior high? Bro, me and my brother was just, bro, it's crazy. Me and my brother was just talking about this the other day, bro. Because the tables has turned. Where they stuck with 3 or 4 or 5 kids. Yeah, they young, but they look 50 and they like 30. That's the generation I'm from, bro. Like, I'm sorry. That's why I think the way that I think. Like, I get what you're saying, but it's just bad, bro, all around. And it's like, the parents, where's the parents?
That's crazy.
Yo, it's true shit. I'm telling you, it's.
And that's the thing. That's the thing about us being all from different places. We get to see all different perspectives. His perspective, like, honestly, no offense to New York, but New York is the gutter. Like, that, they just have, you see shit, and he'll tell you stories of stuff. You're like,
that ain't real.
That's not real. That, how the hell? Like, what in the world? Like,
and
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. We saw it over here too. I mean, I knew, like, I had a girl that I used to like in high school, and I asked her to prom. She's like, no, I'm taking my new boyfriend. The new boyfriend was 24.
Red flag.
That shit was crimson. That shit was
statutory
rape.
But then we also got to keep that same energy for women too, because I've seen 40-year-olds dating 20-year-olds too.
That's also weird.
That is weird.
And and they idolize her, not to put her name out there, and this is now.
Yeah.
And I know who, you know what I mean? So, and it's a lot of them. So we ain't gonna act like, oh yeah, that's weird. Yeah.
Well, I think the thing that's hard though, like, the age gap. I feel like the only time it gets weird is when it's teen to 20.
Yes.
Because that's just not right. But like, if you met someone, like if I met someone now and I wasn't married at 31 and she's 24, I'm not gonna be like, yo, that's weird.
Yeah,
like,
I think that's fine.
That's it.
If
But by
grown,
I mean, you know what I mean? They're both grown.
Yeah.
But like, in some instances, it gets weird.
Even if they're both adults, I still feel like 30, 20 year age gaps are kind of crazy. Like,
Oh yeah, no.
it's just a little unsettling.
If we're in high school when that person was born, probably shouldn't fuck with them. Just
yeah, it's
Even
a
if
little
you're
weird.
because we're 6 years apart.
Yeah.
So like, let's say, where we at? Say if I was in high school, if I was just graduating high school,
I would be in middle school.
you would be in middle school. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, if we're older now, I'm turning 30. You're 23. I feel like it's fine.
So the moral of this story is this: like, comment, subscribe.
Yep.
Work on yourself.
Yeah.
Work on
Cherish
yourself.
You are kings. Remember that.
Yep. Before you. All right, y'all. So that episode was getting a little crazy. I mean, it went a little bit over an hour, so we cut it a little bit short. So we're gonna post a part 2. We're gonna continue this conversation because it's such a good, and it had a lot of good knowledge and different perspectives. So we're gonna stay tuned for the part 2 of this episode. But we also wanted to, I also wanted to say thank you Ollie, my girlfriend, for coming on this podcast
My pleasure.
and sharing your perspective.
And being subject to our crazy ass opinions and
Women
Danny
bashing.
D's.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, make sure you bring your friends next time to back you up.
Yeah, bruh.
I don't need no backup. I'm gonna just start my own with my friends.
But no,
That's crazy.
we appreciate y'all for listening in. Make sure to turn on that notification bell, like, comment, and subscribe, so you can get in on the second part of this meaty conversation. Really good. So
Why'd you say meat like that?
meaty.
Well, I don't know, bro. That's a little.
Anyway,
The real team is off camera, guys.
pause.
But no, definitely, we appreciate y'all for tuning in, and we're gonna catch y'all in part 2. Man. Peace.